Welcome to Real Estate in Mazatlan. Uh, hey, do us a favor. Go to select the channel, like the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you be notified of any of our future broadcasts. It's important to us that you are informed about everything that is going on here in Mazatlan and what to expect. We are REM Property Group, Real Estate in Mazatlan. You can look us up at realestateinmazatlan.com, and you can see everything about us, and you can see the properties that we're dealing with, some of the properties we're dealing with. And I just want you to know that if you're an exclusive client, and that's one that doesn't want any games and doesn't want to mess around, please contact us, and we will be glad to take care of you. The place you contact us is at Real Estate in Mazatlan. This is our Mexican phone number right here, and this is the American phone number. You can contact us while you're here visiting. You can contact us when you're coming, before you're coming, after you're coming. Just contact us, and we'll be glad to help you. But we are not your typical agency. Play games. We have one interest, and that is taking care of you and your investments. Okay, so it's very important that you understand that. And we're going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, what to expect in real estate here, commercial, residential, rentals, vacationing, timeshares, whatever. What to expect and what to avoid. Also, if you follow our videos, you'll see the different varieties that we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that you are an informed person when you come here. We don't want any surprises. We want you to come and enjoy yourself, enjoy the investment that you made, enjoy the time that you spend here, and let's get it together and do the things the right way. Don't try to slide. For instance, do not use a real estate agent here in Mazatlan for anything. It just doesn't matter. Most of them are not licensed, and they don't know anything. And on their commission, they're generally making 1% on a sale of a home, or on a rental property, they're generally making about 20%. But the situation is they're always splitting it, and they're always moving on because their interest is not you. It's making as much money as they can, and it's very, very difficult when you don't have somebody backing you, when you don't have somebody working for you. So anyway, we here at Real Estate in Mazatlan will work for you. And one other thing, do you speak Spanish? Because if you don't, you definitely need somebody on your side. Okay, so today, our topic, I want you to be prepared of when you come to Mexico or Mazatlan, what to expect here. And today's topic is the border. Now, with the new election that we've just had, the United States government that is going to go into office has what they call a mandate, an order from the American people to do what they have said they're going to do. So President Trump has a mandate, an order to remove illegals from the United States. Now that means if they're there for 2 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, if they're illegal and they did not enter the United States legally, they will be deported over the next period of time. So you need to be prepared for that. The migration thing that you saw over the last 4 years in reverse. Those people are going to be deported right back to Mexico. If you watch the news right now, they're already self-deporting themselves, and they're coming back into Mexico. Now that's kind of a good thing. If they want to re-enter the United States at any time, hey, they came in illegally and they left. So they have an opportunity to go back. But those that entered the country illegally and that are caught, they will not have an opportunity to go back. After 10 years, their case can be reviewed, but chances are they will not be allowed. Okay. What to expect here? What you can expect is this. Let's just talk about asylum seekers, okay? Asylum seekers, when they are attempting to seek asylum, must attempt to seek asylum in the original country that they enter, okay? Now, if a Mexican citizen goes to the United States and pleads asylum, they're not going to get it because their government is not attacking them, okay? They're not going to get it. If they cross the border because they want a better life, they're not going to get that either. They're going to get deported. But these people from these other countries that entered Mexico in these caravans and went all the way to the United States to request asylum, they're not going to get it. Not even one. Because they were seek asylum in the first country that they entered. Now, if that was Mexico, then they must apply here. And I got news for them. Mexico is not going to accept them. They don't need any more problems here than what they already have. So technically speaking, they're going to be sent all the way back to their country. Now, for those of you that think that I'm wrong about the migrants going in reverse back through Mexico, let me inform you that Texas is building these border holding facilities where these illegals that are caught, and they're all illegal, some of them were given temporary status where they can come into the United States and await trial, but they were all, 99% of them, turned down. And all of these things are going to be revoked. Funding's going to be revoked. Housing's going to be revoked because they're illegal. In other words, they broke the law. When you break the law, you are to be automatically deported. Now, you can apply again and come in legally, but these people that came in there are not legally there, even though some of them are receiving assistance. Most of them are. They're illegal. Now, if you are allowing one of them to stay in your home, or you know somebody that is, inform them that they will go to jail for harboring a criminal, and that is a crime also. If you are a business that is hiring these illegals that do not have proper identification, you will be arrested for harboring a criminal. So you better think about what you're doing. Make sure that you are doing the right thing. Okay. Now, these holding pens, these holding facilities of illegal migrants that are to be deported, they're going to be deported, all right back across that border. Some of them will be flown out of the United States, but most of them walked in illegally and are going to walk out illegally right back into Mexico. Now, it's going to be up to the Mexican government to determine what they are going to do. Are they going to allow them to walk right back to their country? Are they going to arrest them? Are they going to make sure they're deported? What are they going to do? It is going to become Mexico and Canada's problem. Okay? Yes, it's going to still be a United States problem. It's going to take years to get these people out of there. But there's going to be a whole bunch of heartbreak and a whole bunch of problems for everybody to start with. Mexico's going to figure out what to do. The United States is going to figure out what to do. And Canada's going to figure out what to do. But it's going to happen. Why do I say this? Trump does not make promises he's not going to keep. He kept every one of his promises in his last presidency, and he will do the same thing here. Now, these Democrats are saying, well, how are you going to afford it? How are you going to pay for this? Let me explain to you that there is a term called a tariff. A tariff is an amount of money that a country has to pay to bring their products into the United States. Canada and Mexico export 80% of their products into the United States. 80%. There's going to be a 25% tariff on all of their products, which the United States doesn't need. The situation is that is going to be used to deport and to find these people. You can rest assured that Mexico for allowing them to come in and Canada for allowing them just to walk right across their country, right across the border, they're going to be responsible for this mess. Both Trudeau and Sheinbaum can say whatever they want, but they violated the law by allowing these people to enter their country and not deporting them in the first place. So they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, but I guarantee you they're coming back. What is that going to do to the Mexican economy? Well, if they export 80% of their products to the United States, that means 80% of their products are going to be 25% more expensive, which means they're not going to be sold. And they have to pay that money before that product enters the United States. So it's going to be expensive. I'm sure that there's going to be a certain amount of shipping that stops, okay? And a lot of businesses are going to close. A lot of businesses are going to suffer, but they'll figure it out and regroup and do things the right way. There's another problem that we have here at the border. In the Mexican border, the southern border, they're flooding in there from Ecuador, wherever they think that they want to come in. At our southern border here in Mexico, they're just coming right on in, and they're not stopping them there either. Mexico is going to have a tremendous amount of these illegals in their country, and they must stop them or their country will be destroyed. The economy in Mexico is going to take a huge hit. In Canada, a huge hit. In China, a huge hit. So the economic and dynamic structure of the world is about to change a lot. One thing you need to understand, the United States, who supports all of these countries, does not need them. Doesn't need anything from Canada, doesn't need anything from China, doesn't need anything from Mexico. We like to have them, but we don't need them. So the United States is ready to just say, hey, you know what? Either you're going to pay these tariffs or we're not going to buy your products. Your products can't come in, period. And that's the way it's going to be. And they think that it's a joke. They think it's not going to happen. I can assure you these things are going to happen. I can also assure you, as usual, here in Mexico is going to change. Why? Well, there's been millions and billions of dollars that have been made from doing illegal things here in Mexico and distributing them, drugs for instance, into the United States. Well, once that border is closed from Canada and Mexico, there's only going to be a limited, very limited amount of these drugs and these human trafficking and this sex trafficking and all this stuff that has been going on for years. It's going to be coming under control. And the United States is going to implement the death penalty for those who participate in these activities. That's going to be a big problem. And if it continues, I can assure you that the United States military will be coming. It's just that simple. It's already been a warning. It is a mandate from the United States people for the government to stop this trafficking and this drug flow into the United States. So you can fully expect the military on the border. You can fully expect the armament of the United States military on the border. And you can fully anticipate there's going to be some things that you wouldn't imagine could happen. I wouldn't be surprised to see missiles coming in here. I wouldn't be surprised to see all kinds of different things coming into Mexico to stop this illegal activity that's going on. Because the Mexican government, they're certainly not going to do anything about it. Nothing. And the government has a mandate to stop it this time. An absolute order to stop this. Initially, it'll be the immigration thing. But after that, they're going to stop the flow of drugs and problems coming into the United States with that closed border. And every vehicle is going to be checked thoroughly, and every vehicle will be taxed appropriately. It's going to take a long time to get across that border. Okay? Now, flights going into the United States, the border, here again, they're going to be checked before they even get on the plane. Vetted. If they're legal, then they can get on the plane. Once they exit the airport or exit the plane in the United States, they are checked again. And if they're found to be illegal or a criminal of any type, they will be turned right back around. Okay? So when he's going to close the border, that's what he means. Every single person's going to be checked that comes in. And no free rides anymore. And they'll figure it out. They're going to do whatever it takes to stop it. So if any of you have friends that are illegal in the United States, please tell them to self-deport themselves right now. That way they don't get a criminal record and not be allowed to re-enter. If you are caught as an illegal there, you are now, yes, you're a criminal anyway, but now you're caught. Now you have a record, which means you're not getting back in there no matter what. And these people are listening to the Democrats who are lying to them saying, oh, we're going to protect you. No, they're not. They can't. All of these states are saying, hey, the sanctuary states and cities are saying, yeah, we have laws in place to protect you. They're a state. We're talking about the federal government who owns that state is coming in there to get those people out. If you're a Canadian and you're in the United States illegally, go back to Canada. If you're a Mexican citizen and you're in the United States illegally, I don't care if you've been there for years, go back so you don't get this criminal record thing on you. Once you have it, you have to wait a minimum of 10 years to reapply. So please tell your family members to come home until this stuff settles down and re-enter the United States legally. Because if you don't, you're going to lose everything. Okay? So it's important that you know that. Watch out what's happening. Be prepared. And I'm going to tell you that you also need to be prepared here in Mexico because these illegals are coming to take your jobs and your homes and your way of life. So there's going to be a lot of issues here that are coming. So if you're in the United States or Canada or anywhere around the world and you're planning on coming to visit Mexico, you should come right now. Call us here at Real Estate in Mazatlan. We'll get you a place to stay. But after January, not a good place. Not going to be good, okay? Because deportation is going to begin immediately. And the Mexican government is not prepared for it. What's going to come? But I pray for all of those that are in authority, all the government officials in the United States and Canada, that they understand that the United States does not mess around. They mean business, and they don't care what you say. You allowed this to happen. Mexico, you allowed people to take advantage of you and walk into the United States. You allowed this to happen. You didn't stop them. Matter of fact, you helped them get there. No problems, right? It's coming back to you, and it's going to cost us all here in Mexico a lot of money to get them out. God bless all of you. Take care. Have a great day. I'm going to keep you all in prayer. And hey, I'm hoping for the best, but expect the worst and hope for the best. You understand what I'm saying? Be prepared for the worst. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe nothing will happen. Trust me, I'm right. You guys all be prepared and keep paying attention to the announcements and things that I am going to be making here at Real Estate in Mazatlan, because we want to keep you informed at all costs so that you can make an intelligent investment. By the way, if you're thinking about making an investment or buying a property here right now, now's the time to do it before things get out of hand. Okay? Because in 2 years, things are going to be awesome down here. Be prepared for that. God bless all of you. Talk to you later. Contact us here at Real Estate Mazatlan, where you have licensed professionals that will protect your investment and take care of you. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. I'm John Thompson. We love you. Have a great day. Bye now.